talk about the entrepreneur mindset. Yes, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, or you're thinking about transitioning from, an employee to an entrepreneur, I think it's important that you start to understand that the entrepreneur mindset is very different than an employee mindset. And it requires you to think different, to develop a different mindset, to take different actions, and to think outside of the way that you would normally think. And so I want to dig into a couple of points. Before I do that, I've been a full-time entrepreneur since 2014. And in that time, I realized that I had to break some negative habits and patterns and really shift my mindset, because I was still thinking like an employee, even in the first year or two of having my business. And I think that's the case for a lot of people who are entrepreneurs. We've been conditioned to be employees, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. I'm not saying that you have to become an entrepreneur. I'm not saying that being an entrepreneur is better. Whatever works for you. Some people want to be employees. They want to develop their careers. They want to grow within an organization, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then there's other people who don't want to work for somebody else. They want more control and more freedom over their careers, and that usually leads them to becoming an entrepreneur or a business owner. And so those are the people that I'm talking to right now. I'm talking to you if you have ever thought about becoming an entrepreneur. If you are an entrepreneur, then I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you because there's no training to become an entrepreneur, right? We're conditioned and we're groomed to be employees. We learn at an early age how to do a job, or from your first career, from the first organization that you work with, they teach you and they train you and they show you how to work within that organization in your role. And over time, you begin to master your skills and you begin to master what you're doing in that role, and maybe evolve into and transition into other roles. Most of us learn how to become an entrepreneur on our own. Most of us don't have a lot of guidance, a lot of mentorship, a lot of coaching, a lot of teaching. We just have to figure it out along the way.